Well, good morning, Sid.
Good morning, buddy.
I tell you, I got up extra early to get to you. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning in San Diego. But let me tell you something. You go away. You lose track of time. You don't know if it's yesterday, today, or tomorrow.
Especially when you're 3 hours behind. I just had a guest in studio, John. Her name is Stella Escobedo, and she's one of the more popular hosts on OAN. She's a great girl, and she lives in Los Angeles. She's only here for a couple of days for a couple of events, and I was asking her about Gavin Newsom because he's the hot name out there to replace Biden, and I said, you live in L.A. Tell me about California. And she said, Sid, homeless is so bad. It's now in L.A. It's in San Francisco. It's even in San Diego. I said, no way. San Diego, La Jolla? She said, yes. You're in San Diego this morning. What does it look like, John?
I'll tell you, San Diego is beautiful. But the rest of California, Gavin Newsom, his campaign song will be, I will do to the rest of the country what I did to California.
That's right. That's right. I mean, you can't take him seriously as a candidate. God.
Well, let me tell you, Jill Biden is not giving up the presidency.
Agreed.
It looks like they had a meeting yesterday at Camp David, and the story out of it is his immediate family. Jill Biden, his wife, does not want to give up the presidency, and his son doesn't want to give up the presidency for the same reason as you just said a few minutes ago. Is God forbid Joe Biden is not president, his son will go away to jail forever.
Yeah. He will. And Jill just loves being the first lady. I've said for 2 years on this show, John, I know they're making a big deal about some guy named Bill Ackman this morning. I've been saying it for 2 years that Jill Biden should go to jail for spousal abuse. It's awful. But look, we saw what we saw on Thursday night. I agree. I've been saying for days he's not going to step down. I don't care what Barack Obama wants. I don't care what Jamie Raskin wants. He's not stepping down. But forget about him for a second. What about moving forward with our guy Donald Trump, John? What do you see?
I think that he's the only hope America has right now. And like I said, and nobody wants to hear those words, but he's the only person that has the testicles to get the job done. Nobody else is brave enough to take on the deep state in Washington, and is tough enough to that the foreign leaders respect him. Right now, the foreign leaders do not respect President Biden. Look, he was a very nice man at one time. I knew him very well. Same with me and D'Amato talk about him. I had Charlie Rangel on my show on Sunday. Charlie Rangel is 94 years old, as sharp as a tack.
Yeah, I saw that. You sent me that article in the New York Post. Yeah. He was talking about Biden. And Bernie and I used to have Charlie Rangel in studio. He was great.
And Cindy Adams, 94 years old, as sharp as a tack. It's not the age. It's not that the fact that President Biden is 81 or 82. It's not the fact. Obviously, the man has something a matter with him, and it is abuse if they force him to run, because look, he should live his life in peace. And the other big story yesterday that nobody's talking about. Yesterday afternoon, the Department of Defense put all our bases in Europe on Charlie Alert.
All of them.
And nobody's talking about it. That a Charlie Alert is a attack is imminent, and I guess being off 4th of July next week, that one of our enemies is going to do something to celebrate the 4th of July on their own.
Oh, you're right. 4th of July coming up this Thursday, just 3 days away. Believe it or not, today is July the 1st. And that's the other issue. I started my show this morning, John, and I said, look, if Joe Biden was a great president, great. And the only issue was his debate appearance on Thursday, I'd say, give him a break, okay? He had a bad night. He's aging. But the truth is, I don't care about that 90-minute made-for-TV show on Thursday night. The truth is, for 3 years before that debate, he's been the worst president in the history of this country. And there are two examples of that. One is, you're in the retail food business. You know what prices are at Gristedes and D'Agostino's for eggs and bread. And secondly, the world is on fire, which is a story you just mentioned. All of our bases are on red high alert. That's my issue. Not his debate performance, his presidential performance.
Well, I tell some of my Democratic friends, and I have a lot of them, I say, name me one thing he's done right. He's made the poor people poorer. He's made the middle class poorer. The price of gasoline has doubled. The price of food has gone up 30, 40%. And it's interest rates have gone up where nobody can afford to buy a new house because you don't want to trade your old house where you're paying 2.5%, 3% for a new house that you're going to pay 7%.
Right. It's true. And you can't get a loan if you're a small business owner. You can't start a business these days because the banks won't give you any money. But that does bring us to this question. My man, John Catsimatidis, who hosts not one but two great shows, of course, every weekday afternoon at 5 p.m., Cats and Cosby, Rita Cosby, and the great one on Sunday mornings, the Cats Roundtable, 2 hours of amazing radio, 8 to 10 every Sunday morning. And that is that it looks like, John, WABC is on its way to Milwaukee. Is that right?
Well, we're looking at it very carefully. I think it's going to happen. I know Kevin Drosch is on top of it, trying to book all the happenings. But we'll be televising live from Milwaukee for the GOP convention.
Now, what are you on business out in San Diego today, or is this? It's got to be business.
I am on. I'm the highest layperson in the Greek Orthodox Church in North America.
Yes,
I am giving the. It's the opening day today of the conference, the Clergy Laity Congress. All the clergy from around the whole country, along with the leadership of the church.
Wow.
So I'll be addressing a few thousand people this morning at 10 o'clock New York, 10 o'clock California time.
Right, that's 1 o'clock New York time. John, that's a huge honor. That's a big deal.
Well, right now, religion, and then your other guest said it, religion is under attack. Whether you're Baptist, whether you're Christian, whether you're Jewish, we all have we all need something to believe in. There was a creator. We're not an accident. Somebody created us, and we have to believe that creator hopefully is still watching over us. And you know what I tell? By the way, I'm surprised that some of the people in the gay community or the LGBTQ community, because look, when I ran for mayor, I said, look, you want to be gay, be gay. You want to be LGBTQ, be LGBTQ.
Right.
But do it on your own, because this is America and this is the place of the free. But somebody better tell those people that if you go to the people that you're supporting, if you go to their country and you tell them you're gay, they're going to throw you off the roof.
Exactly right. All those Arab countries kill gays they don't wait for an explanation. They don't care. Like you said, they throw you right off the roof. Well, I got to tell you, John, it may be 5:34 in the morning in San Diego, but you sound like you've been up for hours working all day. That's a terrific job. Terrific job.
I try to stay on New York Times, Sid. I think it's the only way to get rational or something. Like a few weeks ago, I was in Athens, and that's 7 hours ahead, behind. I lose track of time.
It's ahead. It's like Israel, same thing. Yeah.
It's 7 hours ahead. Now I'm 3 hours behind. That's 10 hours difference. I told you. I don't know if I'm coming or going.
Well, listen, that is a beautiful thing that you're doing today. It's a huge honor. You're a great man. I love you. Congratulations on your morning in San Diego coming up in a couple of hours, and have a safe trip back, and I'll see you very, very soon. Great job.
I'm going to be listening to your show until then, and I'll listen. I want to hear Eric, and I want to hear Lara.
Yep.
And they are great kids.
They are great kids, and they love you too. John, thank you so much. Have a great time. Be safe, okay?
Take care.